What's going on there, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? And it's time for an episode of Q&S. Now, it was a week ago since I've done this. I usually leave it longer, but we've had a few answers here, because I asked you two questions the last time. I asked you, because this is the series where I ask the questions and you answer me. I asked you, what was your favourite out-of-production model that you can't get anymore, if you had one, and what type of YouTube video you like to watch. So, let's get on with it then. Starting with, I'm just going to read out the comments. I had a lot of comment bombs as well. So I'll ignore the comment bombs and just do the comments specifically for this video. So, first one comes from the Lone Ranger. He says, "Yep, Space Hulk Ascension is really good. I must have asked if that was a good game. They added a lot more from the previous entry, which was basically the board game, and you get to be other chapters with DLC. This one is more interesting, as you can build up your team with experience points, and you get to know your guys and want to keep them alive, which that's a good thing, isn't it? I got really angry when one of my veterans died and he got replaced with a newbie. He sacrificed himself for the greater good, though, and I managed to complete the mission. It's a bit like XCOM in terms of when they are dead. They aren't ever coming back, so you find yourself being cautious a little if you have developed some of your team and got to know them. I would wait for the Steam sale Christmas, though, if you're not sure about getting it, as it would be a lot cheaper, but I would recommend it." Okay. Alright. Ralph Astley is next. He says, "Models out of production, that's easy. I am for the old Bologna Battlefield's vacuum-formed terrain pieces that I had as a schoolboy and gave up. They are long since out of production, and I really want my old ones back. In particular, the Redan from the Crimean War and the Menin Road and trench system from World War One. I think I've got a link somewhere to old War Games website, and I'll do a let's take a look at video. That's I'll do that another time, but right, I'll have to store that one up here. As for videos I enjoy, anything I can paint along to, but these usually don't suit YouTube, as I'm not interested in looking at the screen, as I want to concentrate on my painting." Yeah, but there's a lot of podcasts out there that they do for that type of thing, which is good. You can download a lot of the videos as podcasts, so maybe that would be a better option. Also, good reviews of figures, rules, etc. that are in-depth rather than just a few quick observations. If you guys want any in-depth stuff, go to his channel. Did a really good one on Day Show, which we're going to play on Thursday. Lone Ranger again says, "I missed the Midden Hymas box from Mordheim, especially the guy holding two pistols. Someone wants 80 quid for a box on eBay. It was only 12 quid when it was released, so that's some improvement. Plus, my favourite videos to watch are battle reports and talking videos like you do yourself. I don't even paint to them most of the time. I send my kids to sleep on an afternoon with them, lol. Cheeky git." That's fine. I send myself to sleep with them half the time. That's why I can't finish my painting. Anyway, I think I'm a little manic. I say that actually because I thought my computer threw a wobbly last night. We had a power cut, didn't we, as well? Here, anybody that was in the Plymouth area, we had a power cut in the Efford area. But prior to that, my computer wouldn't switch on. I was like, oh, panic stricken. But I took it back to Apple today. It's all sorted now. He's up and running by 10:30 this morning. All is good, and they gave me a new power supply as well. More comment bombs, more comment bombs. Idic Beer says, "Great vid, Pete. I love some of the older GW stuff that isn't available now, like Epic and Battlefleet Gothic." Now, I've seen some of these on other people's videos, and they do look good. Battlefleet Gothic looks amazing. The trouble is, from what I've seen on eBay, it's quite expensive, but it looks an amazing game to play with one of those space mats and playing it on that. That just looks fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Anyway, where are we? Some great minis on those specialist games. Yes, all very expensive to buy now on eBay, etc, etc. Yeah, very, very expensive. My favourite vid would be converting and painting vids. Seeing people's skills and imagination is very inspiring. Yes, I agree with you there, Nick. Having said that, when I first started YouTube, it was all about tactics. But I seem to be able to hold my own with tactics now, lol. Wow. I'm okay with some games and not others. So, you know, strengths and weaknesses, eh? But it's all good fun learning, isn't it? I think. I'm not at the stage where I can do tactics videos yet, Tactica, but yeah, maybe one day. Big Mech Dan Skull says, model wise, I always wanted to get my hands on a limited edition Dark Angels Company Master. He was hooded and had the chapter symbol draped over his left shoulder and was armed with a combi plasma gun. I think it was something about his grim expression that drew me in. I see him on eBay quite regularly, but just can't justify the price people want, especially considering it's for an army I don't collect. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to have. There's some great models like from the Adeptus Mechanicus army in that I would dearly love, and some Eldar stuff I would like. I just don't have. I don't use those armies at the moment, so I couldn't justify it myself. Am I in the? Sorry. Where are we there? With regards to what type of videos I prefer, it depends on how much time I have, really. If I'm painting, I prefer longer videos, so I guess bat reps, hangouts and paint-alongs all fall into that category. If I just have a spare 5 minutes, I might pop on here and see what people are up to, so that in that case updates would be better. Yeah, I like updates, it's all good stuff. More comment bombs, James and his stuff. My fave out of production models would be Necromunda. Models in particular, Orlocks. I like long vids, podcast types and bat reps. Battle reports definitely seem to be the most popular ones. More comment bombs. God, if comment bombs were like blasts in Warhammer, I'd be dead long ago. And like, pooh! Template. Anyway, Kiblam says, would have to say that I love the old Necromunda stuff. I have some, but much of it is unavailable and has to be scratch built to be WYSIWYG. I go through phases of what I like to watch. For riding to work and going to sleep, I like podcasts and long rambles, and for active watching, bat reps and updates on scratch built stuff are always good. Yeah, and I'm going to try, I'm going to make it one of my New Year's resolutions, I think, when we get to the end of the year. So I've got a little bit of time to practice, to try and improve my scratch building skills and conversion skills and terrain making and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to make some terrain. I've got some bits and bobs. I can't really afford all the lovely terrain that you can buy. I mean, here's an example. The sort of stuff I'm doing. It's not very high tech, I'm afraid. It's got a fan on top. Look, it's just a square box really, with one of my old PC fans on top. Bit of tape. Obviously, I will embellish it a bit more as time goes by. But yeah, and I got this. I'm doing up this. Was a Pringles tube, and I just put some kebab skewers on there. Made a bit of a ladder. Put a door there. I'll just glued a hatch door on top. I'm gonna maybe put a level halfway up so that you move 6 inches, or just make a rule that it's a lift in turbo lift inside that takes you up and do that kind of thing. Other than that, I need inspiration for terrain. Comment bomb. Scania says, favourite model that is no longer in production would be the Orc Battlefleet Gothic ships. I love them all and have many of them. I just find it a pity they no longer support the game. Vidwise, I love a really good themed battle report. one that gets the rules correct, well edited and entertaining. Yes, I agree with you. A good themed battle report is awesome, and there's a billion different ones out there, but not many really good ones, because obviously that's where I want to aim to go when I do one. Getting the rules correct depends on the game you play, as to the complexity of the rules. I mean, some of them you've got to be like an astrophysicist just to work out movement. And excuse me, my dog's just barking at something. I think there must be a cat in the garden. He's just gone outside barking. Yeah, you need to be like an astrophysicist just to work out movement, and I don't. You know, I find that quite hard to remember stuff like that. The game might be good. Some games I've yet to look at the Age of Sigmar rules, but 4 pages ain't going to take me long, so I'm not kind of busting my guts to get there yet, because I've got a load of other stuff to do in the meantime. I would say it's very difficult to get rules correct in any game when you're filming it and you're putting it in front of people, because there's always going to be someone that picks you up on something, and that's fine, because you know, that's how you're learning, really, isn't it? I mean, take mini wargaming. That's a classic example. They got to be the leader in the battle report niche of our niche, and they're always getting rules wrong, and they do it, you know, 8 hours a day. That's all they do, is play the games, and they can't remember it. So it's got to be tricky, unless you're playing the same army over and over and over again, or the same 2 armies, which can get boring. But you need variety. That's why I'm trying to do a bit of everything, aren't I suppose. But just trying to keep it fresh, I suppose. But yeah, I agree with you. Well edited, definitely though, definitely. Crewangela Silica says, I'm gutted Forge World discontinued the Lucius Patton Warhound Titan. I don't know that one. As for videos, I like unboxings, general rambles, Q&As mainly. Cheers. Cheers. And that is the end of the section. I don't know if I answered it myself. I don't know that much in the way of out of production models personally, but sometimes I will come across some, or like on the internet or whatever, and it happens to be out of production, and I'll get it, and then that feels quite good. I don't have a favourite one, because I don't know. I haven't been in it long enough to find them, I suppose. Anyway, my favourite types of videos are battle reports, Q&As and rambles. Those 3. No, not in that order. Paint-alongs, but I haven't really included that one because there's hardly anyone doing them out there. I mean, there's a couple more starting to do it now. Need more of those. I suppose hangouts, paint-along hangouts would fall into that category. They're quite fun, the live stuff. But I like a video I can just put on, someone painting and rambling, and I can start painting, pick up a model, start painting, and I just feel like I'm in the room with them listening to their story or whatever, and you know. But anyway, that's that. My question for next time, which I'm quite curious about, is what is everybody's favourite fantasy game in the world of miniature wargaming? What is your favourite fantasy game? Can be anything. Absolutely anything. That's what I would really love. I haven't got one as yet, so if I see some of yours, I can try out a few of them, can't I? That would be, yes, that would be what I'm after. So pop that one down. What is your favourite fantasy game? You know, can be absolutely anything. Can be GW or any other make rule set. I don't care. Talk about models as well. Not many companies provide models with their games, but you know, some do. But it doesn't matter. So what's your favourite fantasy game? And I'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, remember, all brushes lead to war, and be well, live long and prosper.